Okay, so it's 2 days after Christmas and I'm bored, so I've started the Kuksa. It's a massive chunk of ash. It's took me ages to actually get through it. I started with the solver and then run out of steam, so I axed it all the way down. That's why it's not too neat. Sawed it off at the end there. So looking at it, I'm just trying to work out which end would be better. So that nice end where it's quite damp, or this end here. I mean, that's damp as well, but I mean, it's got little knots in that bit, but whereas this side looks pretty decent. So I've used the pint pot, so that's a decent size. There you can see it. I'm struggling for space on the table, but yeah, it's a decent size pint pot. You're not gonna want something bigger than that really in reality. So then what we're gonna do now, I'm just gonna make a handle. So we'll see how we go. I mean, I could get a ruler on it, or there's a protractor over here, so we might just use that. And I want it going off at a slight angle so that I can play with it a little bit. How big do you want the handle? Do you know what I mean? We're looking like about middle there. So that's not bad. So that's the general shape that we're going to go for, and then we can work on changing it up as we go. I mean, this is my first one that I'm doing, so I'm doing nothing fancy. It's just going to be a nice cut, nice Kuksa, rough and ready, how I like it. And yeah, I think that'll be all right. Lovely piece of wood as well. So this is how far I've got so far. I've been on it probably about, all in total, probably about an hour, if that. I mean, you can see the hole starting to appear, but it's very hard going with just this hook knife. It's really hard work. I have found that the wood obviously changes shape. Obviously you've got your circles going through the wood and things like that, and you've got it this side as well. So you've got to pull it towards you halfway, and then you've got to spin it round and then do it again towards you halfway, because once you hit this bit, it's rough as toast. But here, it's not too bad. But this is going to be the pace of it, guys. It's not going to be a quick process for sure. Not with just this little knife anyway. Hey everybody, back again. This is going to be day 2 of the Kuksa special. I've just been watching a couple of videos just on the knives, because like a softie that I am, with carving, I got a real nasty blister. So a bit of a tip is on the hook knife, where you're holding it, which I hold it like that, is just fill in around there with plasters. So I'm just going to put a couple of plasters over the top, and that hopefully should stop that blistering appearing again. So we'll do that now. So yeah, so just rip a couple of plasters. So yeah, so wherever your finger lies, which mine lies about there, I'm just going to wrap tape around it, or a plaster, and hopefully that should cure it. There, that's miles better now. A lot more comfortable to hold. Okay, so this is the Kuksa day 2. As you can see, I've got a massive hole now. I'd like to say I've dug it out and used all my energy with the hook knife, but that ain't gonna happen. That would have took me weeks, or taken me weeks to get down that depth. So what I've used is a battery operated drill along with one of those. So it's the 32mm. Basically span it all out, dug it all out. Took me about, what, 15-20 minutes, which would have, like I say, it took me weeks to dig out with just the knife. So we're down now to pretty damp wood, which is great. Hopefully it'll help in the carving process there. So yeah, I'm going to dig down with the spoon now and see what we can come up with today. Okay, day 2 is finished, and that's how far I've got. So it's not bad. That's probably about 2.5 hours work, maybe something like that. So we drilled it out. It was really rough, and then we just used the hook knife and also the other 2 knives that I've got, just to fan it out and make it a little bit neater. I think it's worked. Looks alright, hasn't it? So hopefully the next day or so or whatever, we'll start cutting it to shape, and then we can work on the outside of it then. This is day 4 of the Kuksa making. So I'm only spending, like I say, about 2.5 hours, 3 hours on it a day. Not every day as well. So that's how far we've got at the moment. So what I've done today, basically it was still a very big chunk of wood. And I thought it's going to take me ages to actually chip away at it with the axe. Which I was doing, you know, I was coming in and resharpening the axe and things like that. But I thought I'm just going to chance it and start shaving bits off with the saw, which you can see, this is the result of it. So the majority of that is done by the axe, but we have chopped fascias off here and there. I took this big chunk out here, which gives us the nice curved shape for grabbing hold of. Now it is a big Kuksa, it's still heavy, But it's what I wanted. I wanted a big one. It's not going to be this big. I'm going to trim this down still, and I'm going to make it nice and bonny around here. But the majority, well, the hacking is basically done now. It's all down to the carving knives, and I've just been chipping away at this edge just to get it nice and smooth and flush, and then I'm just going to taper it in as I go, make it smaller. Don't know whether I'm going to do some sort of design at the end, I don't know. This was, like I say, my first try, which I'm quite happy about, really. Would I dig that hole out first again? It's been panicking me every time I've been cutting and using the axe and also the saw, that I'm gonna, because it's such a deep hole, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna hit the bottom, and then that'll be it. It'll be game over. There's nothing you can do. It's got a massive hole in the bottom. It wouldn't work. So I don't think I'd do that again. But I'm enjoying the experience. I wouldn't say it's easy. It ain't easy at all, but it's fun. And this part now, I stick a podcast on. I can just chill out, have a brew, and just whittle away and see what I come up with. So as you can see, it's boiling. I'm having to boil it outside because the hob on the cooker's broke. So I'm actually doing it bushcraft style. There's a trangia burner. So it's been cooking now for about, or boiling now for about 20 minutes, and I've just been turning it over. Because I believe when you boil it, a lot of the colour comes out in the water, so you want to kind of even it out. Now, bearing in mind this is the one with the crack down the centre, so that's a whole load of salt water in there. I don't know what it's going to turn out like. Once it's finished and I've used up all the mess in the trangia, we'll take it out and we'll put some coconut oil on it. This is literally just come out of the pan from boiling in salt water. As you can see, up to now, ooh, steaming up there. Up to now, you can't see any of that crack. So whether it's resealed itself totally, which is, I've had a look on the internet and I can't find anything that says that wood can actually do that, but trust me, that's what has happened. It's resealed itself. So it's had boiling hot water inside it, so I know that it's not cracked through having hot water in it. Now the process will carry on where I'll smother it now in coconut oil and see what happens there. So this is exactly the same stuff that I used to put on the spoon, which was made out of ash as well, which I boiled in salt water, and no cracks have appeared on that, so I'm just going to put a load of this in. A lot of it anyway, and then stick it in the microwave and smother the Kuksa. I don't know whether this is going to work, guys, but I'm going to try it, and then I'm going to put it back in the plastic bag with a load of shavings, wood shavings, and a toilet roll, and just let it naturally dry out in the little shed that we've got. Well, it's not a shed, it's a blooming box. Right, so that's pretty much it now. I've smothered it. There's still a load left inside the Kuksa that you can see. I don't know if you can see it there. But I think I've got enough. It's obviously soaked in because it's changed that colour now to a darker darker shade. So I've got every single nook and cranny. I'm hoping I have anyway.
Okay, just to finish up, so what I'm going to do now is basically put it into this plastic bag. I filled the plastic bag with tissue paper, toilet roll paper, and then I'm going to fill this up with wood chippings from what I've carved. I'm just going to pop them all inside like that. Now this is bone dry stuff, so it should start soaking it up slowly. That's the plan anyway. I'm going to put the rest of these inside the bag. But first off, I'm going to wrap it all up. Mummify it. You can see it. I know it's close up, guys. I'm just doing this on the iPhone, so sorry about that. So what this is going to do, basically any moisture that comes out of the wood that escapes through the coconut oil will just seep onto the tissue paper, but it'll keep it moist. And the idea is to slowly dry it, and then eventually the paper will be bone dry, and then that should be it. It shouldn't crack. So that's it there. That's all wrapped up, mummified. And like I say, into a bed of toilet paper. I'm going to put these chippings in as well, and then a little bit more toilet paper on the top, and then don't totally scrunch the bag up, just leave gaps, and then put it where you're going to put it, so which is, in my case, it's going to be outside. Yeah, and then come back to it in about 4 weeks and hope it's not cracked.
It's not days anymore because it's turned into weeks now. Because we've obviously had the other Kuksa problem, which you can see it's still drying out and it's cracking further down, so that is totally useless now, which is a shame, but hey ho. I've gotten to I'm growing to like this one actually. Still reminds me of a chicken leg, hence the chicken bone, but I do quite like it. So basically, it's dried off now. It's really, really nicely dried, and there's no cracks. And I'm just sanding it off. The inside, I'm just waiting for a little Dremel tool to fit onto my drill there, so that I can get the inside done properly. But I'm just doing the outside while I'm waiting for that, and it's come up quite well, look. So that's the inside of it. I wouldn't say it's as deep as the other Kuksa would have been, but you'll still get a decent brew out of it, unlike the other one that I got from Military Mart, which is the £10 one, which I wouldn't recommend. It's way too small. It's like a shot glass. Great for doing shots in woods, but yeah. So anyway, so that's where we're up to. So I'm basically just sanding it off now, trying to get it down. I mean, I don't want it perfect. I want it to look a little bit rough and ready, which I quite like that there, which is a knot in the wood. Things like that, you know. But as long as this is all smooth where you're putting your lips, which is probably better just being done with the sandpaper in the hand, just around it. So that your lips don't get caught. And last thing you want is a splinter in your lip. But yeah, that's nice and smooth now. So we're going out camping this weekend. Me and Leon are doing a hot tank camp. So I'm going to take it out with us and have its first brew, christen, a nice cup of coffee in it. So
I'll bring you back. I'll just wait for the little Dremel bit. I'll show you how we're doing that, and then it's down to actually waxing it up again, well, oiling it up. And I'll use the coconut oil again, I think, on that, because it did work out quite well on the spoon, and I'm sure it will do on this now that it's dry. Right, so pretty much the sanding is done now. All inside, lovely and smooth. And the outside, I'm still going to work on the outside a little bit more, but before I put the oil on, the coconut oil, but it's pretty much ready. So the last final bit of work is just to put a hole in there, and then I can attach a leather strap to it, which is what I'm going to do now. Put a hole straight through. Nice small hole if I can. In fact, what I might do, let's just try and do it like that. Okay. As central as I can get it. That's it done. Smooth that off now, and we can get a leather strap through that. Brilliant. Right, the final is here. So I've just melted some more coconut oil. I'm just going to empty it into the Kuksa. And what I've done is I've sanded it all down and I've washed it all off now. So hopefully everything will be good to go after this. So same as before, I'm not going to bore you with it. I'm just going to rub it all around, and then I'll take some photos of it when it's completed, and that'll be the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching, and I know it's been a bit of a long ride really, as to it should have been well finished, the other one, but hey ho, we're here now. So my first Kuksa, I'm well chuffed.